There's a quiet kind of pain that doesn't scream. It doesn't break you all at once. It lingers, soft, invisible, hiding behind laughter, inside long nights, behind the words "I'm okay." It's the kind of pain that looks like strength from the outside, because no one sees the effort it takes to hold yourself together. You feel it when you check your phone too often, waiting for a message that never comes. You feel it when you say something in a group and no one replies. You feel it when you work hard, smile bright, give your best, and it still isn't enough to make someone stay. It's not the pain of loss or even loneliness. It's the ache of being unseen. The silent fear that maybe you could disappear and the world would go on unchanged. That ache doesn't arrive in adulthood. It starts much earlier, before we even have the words to describe it. When you're a child, love isn't something you analyze. It's something you feel, like sunlight on your skin. It's in the warmth of your mother's hands, the softness in your father's voice, the way their eyes light up when they see you walk into a room. But then something small shifts. Maybe your parent is tired, distracted, stressed. Maybe one day you show them something you made, and they nod without looking. Maybe you're scolded not for what you did, but for who you are. It's small, but your body remembers it. You learn that attention feels like oxygen, and when it's gone, you hold your breath. You learn that love can be withdrawn, and that to get it back, you have to be good, quiet, successful, funny, helpful, perfect. You don't call it a rule, but it becomes one. To be loved, I must earn it. You carry that invisible rule into adulthood. You chase it through grades, through trophies, through jobs and people and screens. You become the one who delivers, the one who never complains, the one who always says yes. You laugh at jokes that don't make you laugh. You overthink every word before you speak. You say sorry too much, and people call you kind, responsible, dependable. But inside, you feel like you're slowly disappearing. Because deep down, you're not chasing success. You're chasing safety. You're trying to earn the love you were supposed to receive freely. You're not searching for praise, you're searching for presence. For someone who looks at you and says, "You don't have to do anything. You already matter." But the world rarely says that. It teaches speed, image, perfection. It tells you to chase attention and then blames you for feeling empty when you catch it. It rewards the mask more than the face beneath it. And slowly, you forget where the performance ends and the real you begins. You laugh louder so people stay. You stay longer so they won't leave. You say yes even when you want to say no. You reshape yourself to fit what others want, until you lose sight of what you wanted in the first place. And then comes the quiet. The moment when the applause fades, the message doesn't arrive, and the room feels colder than it should. That silence doesn't feel peaceful. It feels like drowning. Because without the noise, you have to face the truth that maybe you don't know who you are when you're not trying to be wanted. There's nothing weak about wanting to be seen. It's one of the oldest human instincts. For most of history, belonging meant survival. Being ignored once meant danger. That's why rejection hurts like a wound. Your body still remembers that silence once meant you might not make it. You're not broken for craving connection. You're just human. But the problem begins when that need becomes the measure of your worth. When your peace depends on someone else's attention, you give away the most sacred part of yourself, the power to feel enough. You live like a balloon tied to another's hand, floating only when they choose to hold on. What if you could take the string back? What if the love you've been begging for was never meant to come from others first? What if it's been waiting, quietly, inside you all along? Healing doesn't mean you stop wanting to be loved. It means you stop begging for it. It means learning to whisper to your younger self, "You're safe now. You don't have to earn love anymore." Real healing isn't sudden. It's slow and tender. You begin to rest without guilt. You say no without fear. You forgive yourself for needing rest, for not being perfect, for being human. Little by little, you stop chasing validation and start radiating calm. You stop performing for love and begin to embody it. People can feel it, even if they can't explain it. You move differently. You speak softer but mean more. You can walk away without anger, stay without fear, and love without losing yourself. That's when people truly notice, not because you're louder, but because you're real. In a world full of performances, authenticity feels like peace. The ache still visits sometimes. You'll scroll through old messages and feel that small sting of being forgotten. You'll walk into a room and feel invisible again. When that happens, pause. Breathe. Remind yourself, you are no longer that child waiting for someone's approval. You are the one holding your own gaze now. You are the one who decides that you matter. Look around. The sunlight still finds your skin. The world still moves when you do. You still matter. Even when no one claps, even when no one sees, because being wanted was never the highest form of love. Being whole is. Once you touch that truth, everything changes. You stop asking, "Do I matter to them?" and start asking, "How can I matter to the world?" You stop performing for eyes and start living for purpose. You begin wanting others not to fill your emptiness, but to share your fullness. Love stops being something you chase. It becomes something you give. Because real love doesn't demand, it recognizes. It doesn't ask you to shrink, it asks you to stay. And when you can do that, when you can choose yourself completely, you find something stronger than being wanted. You find peace. And in that peace, you finally see what you've been searching for all along. Not someone else's eyes, but your own reflection, quiet and steady, whispering back, "I see you, and you are enough." If this story spoke to something quiet inside you, stay. There are more stories here, gentle reminders for the parts of you still learning to heal. Subscribe to the Growth Valley and keep walking with us, slowly, softly, toward peace.